Good afternoon, Northern Ohio Chevelle Club, and happy July 4th. They're setting out here in Meldrum's Monster Garage. We got Chevelles stacked, one on top of the other. Got the 69 here, we got the 67 up there, and I want to go over some things for the newsletter and for all of our Facebook fans out there. So, hey, Indians won today. Very happy about that. Swept Kansas City. But anyway, a lot of important dates coming up. So don't forget, third Wednesday of every month is our Chevelle Club meeting. We'll be meeting out at the Holiday Inn all month in July. And on the 17th will be our regularly scheduled meeting. And of course, we'll talk about our Chevelle show in detail. And if you're looking to help us run that Chevelle show, please come out so you can get some insight. Okay, I'm going to talk a little bit about that today too. Okay, let's see. And then on July 21st, we will have a goodie bag stuffing day. Lots of surprises for the goodie bag this year. Lots of good stuff going into the goodie bag this year. And even the goodie bag itself is going to be a surprise to all of you thanks to Car Parts Warehouse, one of our sponsors. Okay, so then, of course, we got the show coming up, and that will start on August 2nd and 3rd, the actual show, but we've got lots of events leading up to it. But I do want to talk about the show field just a tad today. Let's talk about people that are going to be on the show field selling products. Some very exciting things. We've got a couple more spots left. But Tug Woner, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. He's a new member of Chevelle Club. He has a company called All Pro RV, and they sell toy haulers. So he's going to bring a toy hauler out there, and we get to see that, and maybe he'll have a few toys in there so we can see how they fit in. Not sure what's going on there. Tanya Woodford will be out. And I think she's bringing her bags that she brought last year that are nicely got some stitching on it for the NOCC show. That's really cool. Who knows? Maybe she has something else different this year. And another brand new vendor, National Auto Experts. Now, what are National Auto Experts? National Auto Experts are actually you. These guys are looking for retired guys who were mechanics, and they're actually recruiters, and they're looking for your skill sets. Maybe you don't wrench on cars anymore; it's a little too much physical demanding on you, and they're looking to recruit some people for jobs. And I don't know much more detail other than they're bringing a photo booth. And they're going to set up a cool background and take photos. And so how cool to recruit people and take photos and just have fun with us at the Chevelle show. Beth Mills, she'll be there with her crafts and all sorts of stuff. Afghans, I don't know what she's got up her sleeves yet this year. Shelly Zuber, I'm not sure if she's coming. It's kind of questionable. Representing her company. And then, of course, we have the Hinshaw Chevelle parts coming to us again. I told them to bring lots of 1969 parts this year. With over 100 1969 Chevelles, they could probably clean house. Of course, we'll have our club swap meet. What is a club swap meet? Well, bring your parts, put a price on them, label them, put your phone number on there, put your name on there, a little tag on there, and Joe Bertrand will be watching the parts out there and trying to help negotiate deals and whatnot. So easiest way is just put a good price on there and the dang thing will sell and nobody will have to call anybody. Joe will make sure the money gets to the right party and everybody will be happy. Dave Povio is going to bring some parts to sell. Rusted Tires, Rusty Smalls is going to bring some reproduction tires to sell. So bias ply, radials, anything to do with these Chevelles original equipment tires, he'll have them for you. Larry Richardson, he's got a lot of spots, and they called him a couple weeks ago. He's clearing out the garage. So if you're in need of Chevelle parts, Larry is your guy. Denver Gottrill, Denver's Rare Finds. He always brings lots of great parts to the Chevelle show. And then we got Ed Fisher, the mayor of Welfare Row. He's also setting up a swap meet. So when he's not selling parts, he'll be over on Welfare Row. And we'll be talking about that in a second. Robert Knotts will also round out all the area over there selling parts. And then in the very corner, we're going to have the Marines. I talked to the Marines this week. They're bringing out a Hummer. They're bringing out some new guys, and we always have just a great time with the Marines. They'll be collecting all the toys for Tots. Speaking of toys for Tots, if you bring 5 extra toys, you get 5 extra tickets. And what are these 5 extra tickets for? They go into a drawing for fantastic prizes. And as I look around Meldrum's Monster Garage here, I see some of the fantastic prizes. I've got 3 toolboxes put together. Joe's got 1 more toolbox. We're going to give away 4 toolboxes at our Chevelle show this year, and they will be nicely decorated with a 69 Chevelle and maybe a few of our sponsor stickers, like for instance Terry Branch from Henderson Driveline. So that'll be fantastic. Okay, then we're going to have a 66 row. Then we're going to have a 66/67 row. Then we're going to have a 67 row. Then we're going to have a 64/65 row. Then we're going to have a 72 row. Then we're going to have a 70 row. Then we're going to have a 70 and 71 row. And then we're going to have, oh my God, here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rows of 1969 Chevelles in almost every color you can imagine. I'll have all the 69 Chevelles organized by color. We got every color coming except champagne. If you got a 69 champagne Chevelle, bring it to our show, and then we will have every color covered. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 different colors there. Wow. Pretty special to have all the colors of 69 Chevelles. And then, of course, we're going to have the 73 and up Chevelles. Only a few of those guys. So we got a few El Caminos, and we've got a few 73, 74 Chevelles. Then we get all the way to the right, and we have what we call Welfare Row. Welfare Row is mainly, well, it isn't mainly, it is all the major sponsors of our Chevelle show. That will be the only trailers parked on our Chevelle show field, okay? This works out good. These guys usually come in early anyway, and we'll get them parked there. And they usually put on quite a show of their own with food and drink. And, you know, I count on these guys for early morning breakfast or late night snack. They're just really fantastic. And they're all, like I say, major sponsors who have sponsored our trophies. So let's get to all the trophies we're going to give out at our Chevelle show. And I'm going to have to open up another file here, so bear with me. God, we got so many great sponsors this year. It's just totally awesome. Okay, sponsors for this year's show. Of course, Don Sitz Autos, our major sponsor for the show. If you need a used car, he's the best used car guy in the state of Ohio, and he was just voted that, so God bless him. Great used car dealer and a great sponsor of our show. So let's talk about the different trophies, some 20 different, maybe plus special trophies. So we give out trophies to the top 55 Chevelles at our show as voted by all the people at the show. You'll get a voting ballot. We give away by secret ballot, who I don't know who's going to be the voter yet, but secret ballot will be the top 10 of the Northern Ohio Chevelle organization. So we take all the guys in the club that are in the state of Ohio. They're not eligible for the top 55 or the majority of these trophies that I'm going to talk about here. Okay, we've got Best Chevelle, sponsored by Dave Crespin. We've got the Marines Award, sponsored by Bob Terry. We've got the Hard Luck Award. I hope nobody has trouble coming to the show, but somebody always seems to have hard luck coming to the show, sponsored by the Chevelle Club of Michigan. We got Dave and Sue Hamilton sponsoring Best Malibu, Jerry and Sherry Larkowski sponsoring Best El Camino, Van Hurst sponsoring the Best Young Guns Award. Let me tell you a quick story here. This award goes out to people that are under 30 years old, okay? And, you know, we were at Jim Petrello's funeral this week, and it was really tough. But as Chevelle guys, and we knew Jim would enjoy some burnouts in the parking lot of the funeral home, so we did some burnouts. We're carrying on and whatnot, and in rolls the North Olmsted Police. And who does he roll up on? Moi, Mark Meldrum. Oh boy, I thought I had some explaining to do. So this young man rolls up. God, he didn't look more than 19 years old, and he says, what's going on here? You know, is this a funeral? And I go, yeah, our good friend Jim passed away. There's this car right over there, and we brought all of our Chevelles. And the first thing out of his mouth after he asked was, I love Chevelles. Ha! Boy, did I have a buddy right there. I'm telling you. And this guy has been saving money up, and he wanted to tell me about what he's looking for. He's looking for a 69 Chevelle. Maybe I'll sell him this Chevelle. Yeah, it's Mike Ely's. He'll never notice. He's got so many damn Chevelles. But maybe, I've had an idea this week. Maybe we'll get a hold of Ryan, because Ryan did call me this week to make sure he was off for our Chevelle show. I gave him my phone number. He took advantage. He called me. He wanted to make sure he could come out on Saturday, and he wanted to make sure he was off. Maybe we'll just toss him the keys to Mike's Chevelle, because we need drivers to get these cars over there, and maybe that'll work out. Okay, so the next one is the Sleeper Award. Steve Chopko, the die guy, he's sponsoring that award, so we're looking for a car that doesn't look like it's very fast, but it could be. Phil Wojnarowski and K&N Heating and Air Conditioning is sponsoring the Survivor Award. Big shout out to K&N Heating and Cooling, Chris Knavel. It was hot this week, very hot, and my air conditioning went. And who was there? He lives right around the corner from me to get me going again. And Patty and I thank Chris so much, so because we were cool the rest of the week. He got that air conditioning going. My unit's from like 1995 when I built this house, and cheap-ass Mark hasn't bought a new one. But you better believe I'll be checking out new air conditioning units at K&N Air Conditioning and Heating. So Robert Bukowski, he is sponsoring Most Likely to Evade the Police. And Grant and Judy Yeater with a brand new award, Best Paint. So that'll be really nice. Grady Birch sponsoring Best Engineered Chevelle. Mid-Atlantic Muscle Car, Tom Reitler with his new company for restoring Chevelles. Fabulous painter, fabulous Chevelle restorer, and he'll be sponsoring the People's Choice Award. Jeff and Tracy Paulin, they're going to sponsor the favorite race car. Yeah, we'll be going out to Dragway 42 again, and we're going to have an all Chevelle lane, and we will be racing Chevelles. Heads up. Sal Albanese, he's sponsored Best Reaction Time and Best ET. So he's got a little crown. Maybe you've seen it on Facebook, and that will be your trophy for that. So we'll make you wear the crown at the awards banquet. Won't that be a hoot? Okay, and then Don Sitz Auto Sales, Best of Show. Another very special award that Bob Ashton helps me out with is a entry into the McCacken Show in Chicago, which is the weekend before Thanksgiving. So we'll pick a nuts and bolts, perfectly restored Chevelle to sponsor to take out to the McCacken Show. So I'll be looking for the car for that. All right, Jason's Interior is sponsoring not only the best stock interior, but the best custom interior. Jason did the interior on that 67 Chevelle up there, and I know you can't see it from underneath the car, but that's a beautiful interior. Yes, I'm pretty sure he did some of the interior on this 69 Chevelle. I wasn't around when they took it over, but it's got the vinyl floor mat in there, and the seats look very nice in this car, vinyl seats. All right, what else we got? We got the top 369 Chevelles, sponsored by Dan Vasick and Mike Merlot. So thank you very much, guys, for sponsoring that. Larry Robinson sponsoring the best 66 Chevelle. Of course, he doesn't think there's any other year's Chevelles, 66, and sometimes I agree with him. I usually agree with him when I own a 66. Well, there's one 66 still sitting over here in the barn, but who knows? Who knows if that thing will ever get together? Maybe someday. All right. Always got to have retirement projects. Anyway, Jim Hankey sponsoring the best Day 2 Chevelle. You ask yourself, what is a Day 2 Chevelle? Well, this 69 Chevelle right here is probably a great example of a Day 2 car. And let me tell you why. It's got Krager's, it's got a Hurst shifter, it's got things you would do to your Chevelle, period correct, after you brought it home to the showroom. The very next day, you get on it and you want to make that car have more performance, look better, whatnot. It's a Day 2 car, and we'll have an award for that. All right. Dave Crespin sponsoring an additional 5 awards. Dave and Sue Hamilton, additional 5 awards. And the Maryland Chevelle Club, thank you very much. Send us a nice check to sponsor 10 additional awards. So there you go. That lines out all the different Chevelle awards we'll be giving out at the show this year. What else do I got to talk about? I'm not sure right now. I've gone on for 17 minutes, and I'm sure you're just sick of listening to me. Oh, I want to talk about parking. We're working on parking. We've got 100 trailers coming to the show. 247 Chevelles coming to the show. Chevelles, Malibus, El Caminos, Beaumonts, you name it. We got them all coming to the show. It's going to be a blowout year as far as that goes. So we had, and this pisses me so off, that I had to pay to get you guys parking spots. So we got parking arranged, we got guards arranged down at the mall. Now we're going to have a drop-off area for your car and yourself and everything behind the ice arena. We're still working all the details out there, but that's probably going to be the plan. Sorry, we don't have enough parking on the lot. So we're going to have to park our cars and trailers down at the mall, which is only a block away. No big deal. Hey, you guys that come to the McCacken Show, you know, it's no big deal. You know, you get your car out of the trailer, bring it back to the show, or you drop your car off and you park it on the show field. That's just the way it's going to be. We just got too many cars to deal with this year, and that's what's going to happen. So hopefully everybody's getting this message. I'm going to send it out to the newsletter. I'll put it on YouTube. Share it with all your friends so they have a little insight as to what's going on at the Northern Ohio Chevelle Show this year. Okay? Hey, I got to get the show program out. I got to get that printed out. We got Mel and Pat coming over so we can stuff all the envelopes with everything for the show. Everything's coming at us very quickly, and we got to get it done this month. So that's it. Mark Meldrum, Northern Ohio Chevelle Club. See ya!